Good morning, dudes. How is it going? So, welcome to this right here. Yeah, another month has passed, isn't that? Isn't that weird how time just flies by and then vanishes into nothing? Well, I guess you know that's just kind of how it is, so that's what we're gonna deal with. Anyways, as per usual, a few things to address, and we're just gonna do that. Let's start with the fun things. Right? So, 1v1 tournament. Eventually, today, there's gonna be a link in the description. It's not gonna be there right when this video goes live. At least I don't think so. That's because I'm still getting that done. Like, that is not done yet. But I'm gonna get it done today. And it will be available later on. I'm also gonna announce it in Balmy Place tomorrow. So, yeah, you can start signing up if you want to. The tournament will take place on Saturday, this Saturday, which would be, let me actually go and look that up. That would be the 5th of July, and we're gonna start playing at, I think, 4 p.m. Central European time. Sounds fine. And then we just go from there. Or let's actually say 4 or 5. I'm not sure yet. Look, I'm gonna decide that later. I'm gonna actually limit the number of participants to a maximum of 256? No, 65. 56, yes. 256 maximum participants. So, please only sign up if you are actually available on Saturday, though. And then we're gonna do that. The entire thing is gonna be streamed. I'm also gonna record it locally, of course. And I'm gonna upload that to YouTube as the time comes for that. I think I'm actually gonna do like 1 round a day for YouTube. Something along those lines, right? My plan is I'm gonna be, well, of course, I'm participating myself. So I'm gonna be playing until I get knocked out. And once I get knocked out, I'm just going to commentate. Now, this tournament is going to be, as I mentioned, you can actually, on Challenge, which I'm using to host this, on Challenge you can have the rounds, like you can specify the names of the rounds. So each round, instead of like being like round 1 and round 2, there's going to be the name of a hero there. So if the round is named Patch, everybody plays Patch. If the round is named Meeple, everybody plays Meeple. If the round is named Puck, everybody plays Puck. You get it, right? I think it's pretty obvious. And I feel like that's the fairest way to go about it. Now, if you sign up, most important thing, sign up with your Steam ID. Now, what is the difference between an ID and your name? Your Steam ID is what you use to log into Steam, right? If you got a Steam community link, at the end of that link is a name. That is your Steam ID. The difference is your Steam ID is unique. There's only one of those. While if you're called, I don't know, Naruto, right? There are gonna be a bazillion of those. There's no way to figure out who you actually are. So you have to use your Steam ID to sign up to this tournament as your name. Yeah, so you can add whoever you're playing against. But yeah, so that's all gonna be specified on the page, though. Yeah, that's gonna be taking place this Saturday. I was at the ESL and I did actually record a lot of video, and I got a bunch of pictures too. I actually met a few of you, and if you want to see those pictures, like I posted a few on my Facebook page. Like I'm actually gonna post all of the pictures of the guys, like of the viewers I met, which was actually really funny. So every single time I met somebody, I was like, dude, we're gonna take a picture, right? But usually it's the other way around, right? The guy that comes up to the famous person wants to take a picture, which I'm not famous, but you get the idea, right? Like I took a picture with Bruno. Bruno didn't take a picture with me, but I took a picture with every single one of you that I met. And at one point, like 2 of you didn't even like do it the other way around, so it ended up being the way that I got my pictures, but they didn't. But we lucky enough met again later on, and then they got their pictures too. So it was really fun. Again, I recorded a lot. The thing is, I don't know how the sound is going to be, and I have not had an opportunity yet to take a look at the files. So I'm not sure what kind of video I'm gonna create with this, but I'm gonna create a video and I'm gonna give you like everything I experienced, which was actually just literally insane. You wouldn't believe it. Like, we sat right next to Dende. Like, I'm not kidding here. So that went a little crazy, especially considering that we didn't get any VIP tickets or anything. We just like I just had a regular weekend ticket. My buddies also just had regular weekend tickets. But somehow we ended up right next to Dende in the VIP lounge. So that's gonna be an interesting story. But again, that's gonna be a separate video and I don't want to spoil it. Though I guess I kind of did already. I guess that would be the fun stuff out of the way. Is there anything else? Videos are gonna continue as per usual, right? There's no reason for me to stop. 2 videos a day seems fine. I want to do more Smash though. Actually, look, we're gonna host okay, let me actually tell you a bit of a plan. I've got not really a plan, more of like an idea, and I don't know if this is possible at all. But I want to host like the 1v1 tournament and one, like just as a one-time thing. But another thing I want to do after we're done with that is I want to host like Project M Netplay tournaments, and that on a regular basis, like every week. And then every week, like I participate in those, and those are all Project M videos. Which I really want to make Project M videos because, quite frankly, I play more Project M than I play any other game. Except for Dota, but you know, Dota is kind of my job, so you get the idea, right? But if I'm just playing a game, that's Project M. It's always Project M. And I think I'm actually getting kind of decent at it. Like, I can execute most of the techniques in a vacuum, not really in a proper match, but that's we're getting there, you know? It's baby steps. It's baby steps. So I think with Project M, I actually think I got an advantage, like in mentality, because I've watched Smash forever. Like I watched Smash back when Revival of Melee, right? When they uploaded that to YouTube. Like, I watched that as they uploaded the parts of it. Like, that's for how long I've been watching it. So I kind of got, like, I know what it's supposed to look like. So I kind of got a feeling for it. I don't know, but oh well. That's not the point. Anyways, the bad news. I did take my entrance exam and I failed it horribly. So let me go ahead and tell you how this went down. I went there. Right, I was very early on. I was supposed to be like at 8 a.m. which is early because it takes me an hour, more than an hour actually, more like 1 hour and 15 minutes to get there. So I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. or something. I didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m., but I did. I wasn't tired though. Like, I went to sleep very early on the day before. I felt I was properly prepared. I think I was. But let me tell you. So I went in there, right? And my first thought was, I don't fit in here. There were a lot of people, right? A lot of them. And all of them kind of had that artsy flair about them, right? Like, we are here for the art. We want to become artists and everything. And I don't have that. Like, I didn't want to study that which I wanted to study because of the art. Yes, it was an art school, but I didn't want to do it for the art. That was never the plan. I wanted to learn a skill which I can then apply to become like a radio host or something. And then earn money, right? Like, I wanted to actually like get a skill. And I didn't plan on doing it for the art. And so anybody I talked to over there, like, they just had an entirely different mentality and an entirely different mindset. So I then actually happened to be in the very first group. Like, we got split up into groups of people, and I was in the very first group that took the exam. And I did my thing, right? I went in there and I had my texts and I started like doing my presentation. And then after a while, they were just like, okay, that's fine, next text. And I wasn't even done with the first one. I was like, okay. So I got out the next one, which I wanted to do. And I was like, no, not that one. And not the other one that you like either. Do that one that you're really bad with. Like, they didn't know that was, like, I had 4 texts, okay? One, I was kind of okay with. Like, I felt like I was doing good. 2, I was awesome with. And then 1, I was just like, I hope they don't pay attention to that one. They did. And after I was not even done with that, like, they wouldn't even let me finish that one either. It was just like, okay, that's fine. And then we moved on to the next step, which I think I did fantastically, but oh well. Nobody, not a single person in the first group passed. It's not a thing that I was the only one to get kicked out. Not a single person, not even one of the first group passed. Or got like the exam was split up into 2 things. So you had to pass the first exam to get into the second exam, and then you needed to pass that one too to like actually get to study. Or actually get one of the spots. Nobody in the first group passed. Nobody. Not nobody. So yeah. I'm not actually that upset. Like, I was really sad last week. But you know, the more I think about it, I think, like, they interviewed me after I was done with everything. They were like, why do you want to do this? And I was like, well, I want to learn a skill, right? And I then want to use that skill to start working so I can get a job. And I don't think that was the answer they were looking for. Because they then inquired, like, don't you want to do this for the art? Isn't it about the art for you? And there was like, and look, I've got this, I'm always honest, right? And to a stupid degree. Like, even when I shouldn't be, I still am. But I was like, frankly, no, I don't want to do this for the art. I want to do this because I think it would make for a great job. I think I could use this to become a radio host, which to me sounds like a dream job. And I have actually seen what radio hosts do, because I worked at a radio station. And yeah, that's why. And that was not the answer they were looking for. That I firmly believe that that's not what they want. So that didn't help. But that's okay. I'm just gonna go do something else. I'm gonna sign up for some universities, and hey, look guys, we're gonna like, the thing about life is, and the thing about time, it always moves forward. Like, it never goes backwards, and it never stands still. So even though everything is just plastered in failure everywhere I go, that's okay, because it still goes forward, and we're gonna get to where we want to be eventually. So yeah. Another thing, and this is just something I want to really quickly address. The comments recently have been really just malicious, and I don't know why. It's currently the cool new thing is that apparently I am a dick. Right? I am a douchebag. How dare I treat my teammates the way I do? And there's actually one video, which is the Spirit Breaker video I did a while back, where I do agree. I treated the Undying like shit. Now, that video, seriously, if they were, like, I was this close to not uploading it. I really was. Because I felt like, no, this is shit. Like, even, I think I apologized to him afterwards. I felt terrible. But the game was so cool, and I just wanted to show you the game, and I regret it now. Like, I think I'm actually gonna go delete that video, or private it or something. But other than that, like, you need to understand that I don't get this, right? Whenever people, like, usually I play with friends, right? Usually I play with people that I know, people that I like. And, you know, back in the day, whenever Anders used to do something stupid, he used to excuse himself. And it was kind of an ongoing joke that I made, that everybody we played with made, and everybody that, yeah, everybody in the comments made was like, shut up, Anders, right? Shut up, Anders, nobody cares. Or God damn it, Mike, right? Whenever we play with Mike, Mike feeds horribly. Not always, but sometimes he does. And it's funny because we're like, God damn it, Mike, right? And then on Saturday, I uploaded that Pudge game, which I thought was great. And everybody that was in that game thought it was a great game. Everybody in that game thought it was really funny, like how we interacted with each other. Like Timo afterwards sent me a message and was like, hey, that was pretty cool, that was pretty fun. Sorry that I screwed up that game. I still think we had a ton of fun. I was like, yeah, that was really funny. Like, yeah, you did screw up, but I thought it was funny. I think we made it good. But then I'm a dick, because apparently I treat my teammates like shit. And you're like, no, this is like basic human interaction between friends. That's like, do all your... Is that how you guys treat your friends? Is that how you do that? Like, you just like, oh, come get over here, kisses, yes, I love you, you're so great. No, that's not how you do that. Seriously, like, go watch Guys on Panzer, right? That's my other channel that I've got with my friends. Do you know what we do over there? Like, those videos are literally like 30 minutes of us just cursing at each other. And we're having a blast of a time. It's great. Like, we love that shit. Like, that's how we treat each other. Like, that's, I don't know. Is that just me and my groups of friends? Or is it for you guys always like, oh, I love you so much? Like, is that how you treat your friends? Like, you always suck on their cock like crazy? And we don't do that. Nobody I know does that. But apparently I'm a dick for not doing that. And I don't understand that. I think it's really upsetting. And it's just like, come on, people. Really? You know, it's like, I'm just this guy. Like, there's nothing crazy about me. I'm not some machine. I'm not an organization or anything. I'm just this, right? I'm the guy that woke up at like 1 p.m. today because I was awake till like 6 a.m. last night since I got home from the ESL. I'm the guy that had to shorten his internship so he could then study for an entrance exam that I just failed horribly. I'm the guy that lives at like with his mother because he doesn't have any possibility of going anywhere else. Because like, how am I supposed to do that? My father is dead. He doesn't give us any fucking money. My mother doesn't earn that much. Like, the only way for me to really get out, like, really get my own flat would be to start studying, like, get like a university spot so I can get money from the government. Like, that's me. I'm just a fucking guy like you guys. But somehow you expect me to be some kind of robot. Somehow people expect me to be a community manager or something for a big organization. If you guys want honesty, stay on this channel. But if you're just looking for somebody to suck your fucking dick, just don't. Because that's not what I'm gonna do. I still feel bad for that Undying though, and I think that video is terrible. The game was really good though. The game was great, which is a shame. That video was, by the way, that video why I got so upset, that game was, I think that was game number 8 that day. Because I recorded a lot in advance during that time, because I didn't know how much time I was gonna have during the period of the entrance exam. And I also accounted for the situation that actually happened, that I failed. And that I then don't feel like doing anything, which was also true. In which case the videos would have sucked even more. Oh yeah. You saw the Frey game. You saw the game that I uploaded the day afterwards. And I called Frey like terrible 15 times in that game. And he thought it was funny. And I thought it was funny. So why don't you think that's funny? I don't know. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for staying around on the channel. Thank you for participating in the 1v1 tournament. I think that's going to be great fun. Thank you for not using adblock. Thank you for not watching from mobile. Unless, like, you actually, no, that's okay. Like, if you want to do that, that's fine. And I hope to see all of you guys soon. again, if you I'm gonna try to get the ESL1 video done tomorrow, but I don't know if I can because yeah, like even if I added the whole day, I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try to. Worst case scenario, we're gonna get some Hearthstone tomorrow, and yeah. Anyways, you get the idea. I guess July is coming up. I wish you guys a beautiful July.